Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you are all doing well. We are here in Automobolista 2. As you can see on the screen, we have the new mod for the IR18 in Automobolista 2. This comes courtesy of the Kaos Modding team, and this is something that has drawn a lot of excitement from a lot of fans within the community. Certainly with all the other licensing issues that are going on with IndyCar, motorsport games and all that kind of stuff like that. This is so awesome to see released. We were really close to getting this car in this title from Reza. It's here. It came out roughly around a week ago. I don't know the exact date on it. I was prepping for Sebring and iRacing this last weekend, so I didn't get a chance to get to it. Got it. I want to say too, as far as mods in AMS2 go, a lot of people have talked about the ease of getting those in. I will say I'm not proficient in a lot of this, and I was able to do it pretty simply following the video on how to install them. It didn't take as long as some led on to believe. At least I didn't think it was that bad. Having said that, I don't know all the background work that goes into making the mods or anything like that, so I'm not going to pretend like, oh yeah, people are lying or anything like that. But yeah, it came together pretty quickly, got it up and into AMS2, and yeah, so this is, like I said, I've been watching a bunch of videos from everybody, and then within our Can-Am SimSort Discord, been paying attention to everyone's reaction of the vehicle within there as well too, and it's been overwhelmingly positive, which is great to see. This is a really big step forward. And I'm very curious to see if what I kind of feel driving is similar to what a lot of people are saying. We're going to do a real quick run through of the liveries here that we've got for the 2023 season. So starting off with the AJ Foyt cars, we've got Santino Ferrucci in the AJ Foyt number 14 and Benjamin Peterson in the red number 55, both the Sexton property liveries. Andretti Autosport is next, starting off with Colton Herta in the Gamebridge sponsorship. That livery is pretty standard for him for the season. No real change on that throughout the season. Kyle Kirkwood in the AutoNation Honda. I'm telling you, I do think he's going to win a race. I'm not sure when, but I think at some point he will put it together. He showed a lot of pace in St. Pete. Roman Grosjean, who probably should have won St. Pete in the DHL sponsorship car. And then Devlin DeFrancesco rounding out the Capstone Energy car. It'll be interesting to see their liveries as the season goes on, as they usually have some rotators in there. Aaron McLaren is next up. We've got Pato O'Ward in the black and orange number 5. Felix Rosenquist and Alexander Rossi, both in similar liveries to Pato as well too. All good-looking cars. Can't wait to see them when I get to Road America. Chip Ganassi Racing, starting off with Marcus Ericsson, Scott Dixon, Alex Palou, and Marcus Armstrong in the number 11. We don't have the oval variant, but the Kaos Modding team has indicated that at some point in the near future we will have the oval variant of the car. I don't think that's going to change anything because Takuma Sato is driving the oval car. I think it'll still be Marcus Armstrong in the game, but we'll see about that. Dale Coyne Racing, we got David Malukas here in the HMD car, and Stingray Robb in the Biohaven car. Ed Carpenter Racing is next up. And these are both really good looking cars. I'm really excited to see these this year. Hopefully they perform better than they have in years past. But here's Connor Daly in the blue Bitnile car and Renus VK in the white Bitnile car. Again, really like the liveries on those. They look very nice, very sharp. Juncos Hollinger is up next with Callum Milot in the 77 and Augustine Canapino in the 78. Very similar liveries. The only difference is the green and black are inverted on the rear wing. I like this livery. I think these are really cool colors. Again, another livery that I'm excited to see when I get to Road America, what that looks like. Meyer Shank Racing is up next. Similar liveries, just inverted. We got Elio Castaneves here in the 06 and then Simon Pagino in the 60. So those are pretty standard colors from over the last couple of years. Nothing really changed there. So this car, you might have heard that Kaos added a My Team function in here. So they added another car, and it's blank. You got to do your own livery and number and all kind of stuff like that. I'm not sure yet how exactly that works, so that'd be something I need to look into. But really cool function they did where you can, this is in addition to all the other cars. So if you start a championship, you won't have to kick anybody out of the championship. You'll still have all of the main players on the 2023 IndyCar season, and then yourself on top of that. So that's a really cool function, really smart on their part to add in there to add a little bit more excitement to this whole mod. Rail Letterman Landon is next. We've got Graham here in the United Rentals car. I like the change they did with the livery for this season. I think the black on there really helped out and really makes it an overall great livery. Jack Harvey in the custom entertainment car. It's not a bad looking car. I like the little the little accents of purple on there to go with the what appears to be the sponsors colors. So that's very nice on there. And then Christian Lundgaard in the matte black IV car. This is a really good looking car. Liked it last year. Like it again this year. Can't go wrong with matte black. And we'll round out here with Team Penske. Joseph Newgarden in his Hitachi car. Scott McLaughlin in the Dex Imaging, and Will Power in the Verizon car. It'd be interesting to see if the mod team releases any extra liveries or anything. Obviously, Joseph also runs the PPG car, which is one of the best liveries. It looks really good. And then at Thermal, in the test earlier this year, he ran the shell, that red shell with the yellow highlights on it, which looked really awesome. Both of those are cool. So way better, in my opinion, than the Hitachi one. I feel like that's kind of boring, but it is what it is. And Hitachi's a big player, so gotta run that one the most. Same thing for Scott McLaughlin. He's also got he always runs Dex, but he's also got Expel, and then he's got Good Ranchers, which is new this year, and that's actually a really good looking livery as well too. And that is one of the die-casts that'll be coming out soon for him. And then Will Power. I love this Verizon one. For so long, he had that flat gray Verizon, and it was just so boring. And I'm glad that they finally spiced it up with him. And it's a really good-looking car, that's for sure. So these are the liveries within the mod. We are going to take it out on track now. We're going to head to Imola and see how she drives. So we will skip forward and let you know when we're out on track. Alright, so here we are in the pit box, inside, taking a look around the cockpit, some of the switches, all the other stuff. You see the AR bar on the left-hand side of it, and we're going to get ready to head out on track here. We're going to jump ahead to right out on track, but I chose Imola. It is kind of my test track in a little bit of ways, certainly when working on downforce cars, formula cars. I feel like the track has a lot of different types of corners on it that really challenge the car and allow you to really use the downforce. So I thought it'd be a really good fit for this car. A lot of people's videos have been Laguna Seca, Long Beach, some Road America ones, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. Don't get me wrong, I'm itching to get the car out at Road America and do a race with it being the home track and everything, and I'll probably have something along those lines, hopefully over the weekend here, but for this, wanted to do something a little bit different than everybody else's, and yeah, honestly, I'm really glad I picked this track. And again, kudos to the Kaos Modding team, because this car, as you're going through some of the higher speed corners, you can really feel the steering load up, and that is an awesome feeling. Something that I don't really notice with the kart cars or some of the other cars, and so hopefully that's the progression that Ryza moves towards too, as they continue to improve the game, so that those feelings that you're getting through the force feedback and everything and the physics of the cars get a little more in line with what they should be. So it's really impressive on a modding's part. Again, I'm not a really big modding person. I'm normally not into it at all, but considering this was IndyCar and there's so much positive feedback on it, that really pushed me over the edge to be able to do it. I hope you do as well too. I'll put the link for not only the download, but also how to then install the mod in the description, so you can take a look at both of those, because those were passed along to me, and you will definitely need it to get it in. But like I said, it's not as bad as it sounds. So, yeah, again, just a fantastic mod. They did such a great job with this mod, and the car feels great. It does what
it does what you would expect it to do. Even when the car, like if you charge the corner way too hard, you're carrying too much speed and the rear end kind of gives out, you can catch it, but you can kind of tell that the car is going to do something. It's not this unanticipated thing that you had no idea why it did what it did, and you have no chance of catching it. Maybe if you got more, like, carried way too much speed in, it would be a threshold where you just can't catch it, kind of, and maybe I just haven't got to that point yet because I'm comfortable at Imola to know kind of where I can push the boundaries and that. So maybe it is possible, but at this point, from what I've seen, it's not there. I think the car, and again, maybe I'm not charging the brake zones as hard as maybe anticipated, or maybe it's more on different types of slower type corners, but I haven't noticed any sort of understeer, as some have said, with the stock setup, and this is all stock. I haven't done anything to it, like literally just jumped in and drove. But like the car feels really good. It turns in like it's supposed to. So maybe I'm bleeding off enough speed as I get into the corner, the turn-in point of it, that I'm not feeling that understeer in any way, shape, or form. But the car feels great, really, really good. Awesome job. Again, I can't express enough that you should get this mod for this title and race it. You will enjoy it, and it'll make you fall in love with IndyCar. So this is a really great addition to AMS2, probably the car that I'm going to drive the most going forward now. And yeah, I will leave you with the final couple minutes of the video here to just ride along and enjoy. And like I said, thanks as always, taking the time to watch, and really appreciate it. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you like the content that I'm putting up there. Give me a like or leave me a comment. Those are always appreciated. To all of you, have a great day. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.